Collective, somebody is experiencing a betrayal and a fall from grace at the same time. And I was kind of conflicted during this reading, okay, because it feels like someone trusted someone with a secret, and that person then used that secret to bring some sort of public exposure or ridicule. All right, we're going to get into the energies. Welcome in, Collective. Collective, collective, collective. How y'all doing? Y'all good? I hope y'all good out there. Okay. All right, y'all. I do have some beginning energies out here for this read, so I'm gonna show you what they are. And then we're gonna get a little deeper into this story here. The first card in the first position, backstabbed. Okay. Backstabbed is the situation. Canceled. Okay. Troubled past. Numbing and the audacity. Now, when this first fell out during the pre-shuffle, I kind of was immediately picking up, like a villain vibe, like somebody stabbed somebody in the back doing something. It's been hidden. Now it's coming out. Now people are publicly ridiculing this person. Now that could be the case. Take it how it reverberates. But I'm seeing another storyline here, okay? Because the backstabbed is in the situation position. So the situation that's going on with someone in the collective or someone in the collective's energy is that there is some sort of a backstabbing here that has taken place, clearly, okay? The backstab card says trust was offered and loyalty was assumed, but beneath the surface, betrayal has been brewing. Okay. And so it feels like someone desired to cause someone a fall from grace or cause someone to be seen as something other than what they present themselves to be in the public. It's given very much Cheyenne Bryant. I don't know if y'all been kind of, seeing what's going on with Miss Cheyenne Bryant, but it's kind of giving that. Probably because I kind of know some stuff in the spirit about what's really going on with that situation. But I'm not here to talk about that. What I'm saying is someone trusted someone with information, and that person that they trusted used that information to cause this individual public scrutiny, ridicule, embarrassment, maybe some shame. But it feels very intentional. Okay. Someone knew something about someone's past, and now there could be a lot of pointing of the fingers. Okay. A lot of making fun of this person, whoever this is. And that's why I say it's partly a betrayal and partly a fall from grace, because it does feel like whatever was said is not all the way untrue. Okay? Not all the way untrue or not untrue at all. It's just, it was something that wasn't supposed to be publicly known. All right, let's clarify. Let's get deeper into this, y'all. I hope y'all doing good. Clarify backstab spirit. Rumor has it. Okay. Rumors are flying in somebody's circle here about somebody being stabbed in the back. There's a lot of cackling. A lot of this, they said, she said, they had told me when stuff going on. Okay. So these rumors have been forced to come out. All right. These rumors, I feel like have been forced in the sense that someone initiated the talking. Okay. Someone exposed something about someone here. Okay. Clarify rumor has it. Rumor has it that such and such is the one that told, or such and such was the one. Like, we thought that was her bestie, though. Like, this is somebody that's very close to an individual that has carried back some sort of private information. Clarify rumor has it. Creeping. Creeping. Tell me more. Somebody's keeping an eye on something. Tell me more. Unfiltered truth. Someone will speak their unfiltered truth. Somebody came into somebody's circle just to do this. Just to backstab someone. Just to get close enough to find out something that they can then create this energy. This is very much giving Cheyenne Bryant. But I'm not supposed to know some things, so you know what I mean? I wish Spirit would release me to do like celebrity readings and stuff like that hit the world stage because a lot of it be ritual. But they won't release me to do it, so I'm not gonna press it. Clarify, cancel. Love triangle. A hidden emotional entanglement is present. See, unexpected news. I don't know if this is somebody of the cloth. If this is given the preacher got caught at the hotel. This is given one of the deacons knew that the preacher was having an affair with one of the sisters, and that deacon has now decided to storm through the church doors and just take over the whole service and just out this person, this pastor, this preacher. Yeah, you know. This is what it's feeling like. It's feeling like it's shocking. There's a shock value here. And the person who's being outed may have created a whole reputation or a whole narrative around themselves that this news or this information that's come out directly contradicts their public persona. And see, this could be something from the past. Now we have trouble past here and numbing. Somebody wore a facade of concern. I like that though. I split the deck and I got authentic self. So whoever this is, if this is you or someone in your energy or someone you know, um, I'm so glad I trusted the spirit and saw that second storyline because this kind of tells it all for me. I feel like the person who's being exposed is already living really in their authentic self. So there is shock value because something is being drug up from this person's past, right? And I don't know what it is about humans when we get in that energy where we want to forget, like we have a past ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And like somebody's supposed to be, I don't know, I guess we place people on pedestals or whatever, whatever. But this person seems to actually be living in their true authentic self. So this is not about it is about their reputation because their reputation, their persona is true to who they are, but it's an elevated, it would be deemed as elevated above whatever they have been involved with in their past. Whether they had some sort of drug addiction, some sort of vices, whether they got caught in a love triangle, whatever that is, okay? This person is now spreading some sort of positivity. Mm. Somebody may have tapped into some sort of fake accounts. This is very much giving celebrity stuff. But I mean, this could be a politician in somebody's hometown. This could be, I could be reading for someone who's very close to someone who is popular in their own community and neighborhood. You know what I mean? So, troubled past spirit, intrigued. That's the part that's like whoever is doing this to someone absolutely came into this person's circle or attempted to come into their circle for this reason, to do this. It was for no other reason other than this. There's a strong sense of intention here. And I don't know why. Clarify intrigued, probably because, I don't know, a facade of concern. Somebody has some sort of information about let's say it's a politician. somebody has some sort of information about someone like that in the public eye. And let's say this person is a really good politician, you know, whatever whatever that means. But you know what I mean? Like they have the trust of the people in their town, in their city. People really look to them to do the right thing. They seem like they want to do the right thing. Whatever. They have this really good, clean image. But somebody knows about something that they might have done in, let's say, college, you know? Like like one of their ex fraternity dudes or their ex roommate in college knows something. Haven't seen them in 15 years, and then that person, that friend, that college roommate kind of wiggles their way back in, gets a little bit closer, becomes a part of the trusted little ring of people, and then boom, I don't know. Some shit hit TMZ because, somebody wanted to bring this person down. Could be some jealousy here. Okay. Could be some jealousy here. Clarify numbing out. Maybe somebody has a drinking problem, drug usage, silent understanding. Silent understanding. Now, this landed on top of the rumor has it to creeping in the unfiltered truth. Oh, somebody got. Hold on, give me one more, cause I was like, wait a minute, talking shit. Okay, this is the person that's being outed. So this person now may be drinking heavily or using some sort of intoxicant heavily, okay? Because they are really shocked because whoever they told this secret to, they told everything. They told how they healed from it. They told what they did to get into their authentic self, to get to this more positive place in their life. They told all of it. They told the whole story, their whole story to this person in private. So there was like there was this understanding that somebody wasn't supposed to talk about something. There was this understanding that there was nothing really to talk about because it feels like it hasn't been like the narrative hasn't been spun, but it feels like why are you talking shit when I told you everything? I told you how it started, how it happened, how I overcame it, so on and so forth, right? But now somebody may be drinking heavily or using some sort of intoxicant because something's come out in a way that they didn't expect for it to happen. Okay. So somebody is now the person that they were supposed to have this secret with or this silent understanding is now the one that is exposing. Very vulnerable. In the wrong mouth, this is a truth that can be easily spent into something that can soil somebody's now reputation, depending on what that is, though. Because some stuff is just like, okay, but then some stuff is like, lock them up. You know what I mean? Like, it just depends on what they did in their past. Because them fraternities and them college boys be doing some criminal shit. Okay. And that shit come back now that they want to be all, buttoned up and shit, all on NBC and stuff, talking crazy. But and then somebody dredged something like that up. Now that's different. That's different. Okay. So let's see. There was supposed to be some holding back here. This was a friendship test. This is about public exposure. This is a public figure. Again, could be on the world stage. I could be reading for somebody who knows somebody who's on the world stage who's going through this. But it could be very much a public figure in your own community, in your own circle of influence. You know, it just feels like this is someone who people would not expect to have this particular thing in their past. That's what it feels like. Clarify audacity. It's complicated. See what I'm saying? And this landed on the unfiltered truth. This is what spirit, like, they told them the complexities of whatever this is that they have had to overcome in their past and how they have gotten in a better position. This person who spoke and who's now talking crazy, them, I don't know, but there's some sort of protest in here or something, or people now pointing the finger, okay? But they don't understand the complexities of what was told because they didn't get all of it. They didn't get the truth, but they got the truth, but they got a partial truth. I wouldn't be surprised to see that card come out. I don't even know if I have it in my hand though. Clarify, it's complicated. Pushing boundaries. Someone may be testing your limits. So now it's just a lot of pointing of fingers. People who wasn't even supposed to know, people are now looking up certain things about this person, the hidden truth. You know, this might be something that's getting ready to hit the internet. Y'all, why I split the deck? I ain't crazy. That's what it feels like. They got the truth, but they didn't get all of it. And maybe the part they didn't get is really kind of irrelevant because maybe they have done something that totally undermines whatever persona that they have. And even though they have overcome it, it's kind of like, but okay, for instance, it's like finding out what from, like, and I can just use these preachers, okay? It's just that's just because they do it the most. They do it the most, besides some politicians. But this is like the preacher who goes so hard, or a public figure, okay, that goes so hard about like homophobia and homosexuals and stuff, and they go so hard about what is God's way and God's right, and they're known for this, and they're a major preacher, okay, and they're known for it. They're known for having a stance on, you know, that's not of God. You know what I mean? But then we find out that in college, they little boyfriend from college come out the wood. Like all of a sudden, there's this boyfriend that like, I mean, because that all of a sudden has something he wants to say, and it's directly contradictory to what the preacher has been preaching. Okay, and the thing is that maybe in the preacher's mind, like, that was a part of my past. I realized it was wrong. I repented, asked the Lord to forgive me for my wicked ways, and then became a preacher, and then went into homophobia, but thinking that you standing for the Lord and stuff. You know what I mean? So in the preacher's mind, he has changed. She has changed. But it calls into question everything else that's been said. And that's why this feels like so shocking to this person who's experiencing it, because it is a partial truth. I don't even want to go into that. I'm gonna just put it like this. I'm seeing Forcer at the bottom of the deck. I'm seeing Stalker. Okay. So you know what I mean? Whatever this is going to absolutely ruin somebody's reputation. Yeah, with wasting time. Let's see. Get the other half of this deck. Anything else, Spirit? Now, I don't know why this is here. Take a high reverberates collective. I don't know if you have any knowledge of this, or you have anything to do with any of this, or if you're the person experiencing it. But there's a reason. We're going to get to why Spirit is bringing this up. Because this does feel like a betrayal and a fall from grace at the same time. We have a supportive circle. You will encounter people who truly care and support you. Trust in process. Oh, trust in process. Gossip spread bad influence. Okay. So, what do you want someone who's experiencing this? This is what I feel like I'm tapping into the person, not the person that's doing the gossiping, but I feel like I'm tapping into the person who's experiencing this. So, Spirit, what you want them to know, boo? Go to the affirmation. Okay. Which one? Okay, so Spirit wants to affirm somebody in the collective who may be experiencing this, or someone who's going to watch this video that may be experiencing this. It feels like it feels more like betrayal than it does anything else. I'm gonna be honest. You know, it feels like somebody's whole everything that they have been building since they've gotten into their authentic self is being torn down, all because somebody told something but they didn't tell the whole truth, or they told the truth that it wasn't their truth to tell. And this is kind of like a modern day lynch mob is what this feels like. I'm just being honest. What would you like the person who's experiencing this to know, Spirit? Choice. Mm. Okay, now this reassess card fell on the supportive circle card. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that's right for you. The time is now. And then we have reassess. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for some life cleanup. Okay. So the purpose for the message is to, I guess, affirm someone in the collective that may watch this video or know about this situation or know who this is. You know what I'm saying? That the spirit is nudging them to take a major step back, okay, from this supportive circle. There's a need to look at the people around you, because the very people that trusted you, that was supporting you, that was trusting you, are now the very people that are now spreading the rumors and are calling you a bad influence. So the whole narrative has been completely spun around in a way that's like, I don't know. It's giving one of these less than beautiful human moments where people get on a bandwagon and throw stones, at somebody as if they don't have anything in their past. You know what I'm saying? Release judgment. Holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world and your path with clearer eyes. Mm. victim mindset. You feel the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame and take responsibility for your happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. So that came out in reverse, um, which kind of immediately gave me the feelings of like spirit is not wanting someone to go into a victim mindset, because whatever this is, or however this is being, whatever is being exposed, may have been something that directly contradicted the person's now persona. And if they projected themselves in a way that is to be against something, or they ridiculed other people for it, or they made judgment calls publicly on other people who were involved in such things, and now we find out that you were involved in such things, you know what I'm saying? It's like this that's why it feels like a partial truth. Like, yes, this person may be in a better space, they may not be involved in those things right now, but they were, but they were in the past. Okay. And so this feels like they hid something to protect themselves, but also maybe they released some, like I just said, and I just saw it, the release judgment card had already come out when I just said, like, it feels like this is something that this newer version of them condemned in other people, and now here, like, really? So there's no need for the victim mindset, because there was a choice to reassess some things maybe in the past before. There was a choice to reassess your supportive circle, the perceived supportive circle. There was chances to do that. So spirit is saying, avoid the victim mindset and find the lesson. Okay? Something has happened and it has stopped you in your tracks. In reality, it was simply teaching you where you needed to grow. There is no such thing as failure, so pick yourself up, learn from it, and keep going. And that is why the message is showing up, because someone is doubting, someone that is going through this is doubting that they're going to come out of this situation, that they're ever going to be able to walk away from whatever this is that they have experienced. That's what I'm picking up, y'all. Have faith, turns over, see something through, see something through, okay? Have faith. And so, though you may be feeling, or this person is feeling very afraid right now, be patient. Be patient with this process, okay? Some sort of miracle may actually come out of this, where it's like a redemptive story. So know that there's always possibilities for the spirit to heal and to mend. Irregardless of whatever was done in the past, nobody controls your past, nobody controls your present, and nobody controls your future. You know what I'm saying? You're the only person that has that say so. Okay. So, you know, look for the possibilities of watching spirit move in your life, though you may be experiencing this at this time, okay? All right, collective, take the message how it reverberates, if it reverberates for you. Very specific message. Okay, very, very specific message. For someone. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the message, okay? New viewers. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. It's good to meet you. I hope you'll stay. I hope you'll stay. All right. Join the tribe. All right. Click the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you'll know when your girl is back with another message. You can be a part of the premieres, some of the lives and stuff. You can become a member, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Good energy, good energy. Okay. If anybody is in need of a personal reading, the link is in the description. It'll take you to my website where you can book. When you get to the website, all right, scroll down and you're going to see 2 steps. Make sure you do both of those steps, okay? That will help you get your reading back in a timely fashion, all right? All right, fam, this has been the energies. Like, share, hype if you have one to spare. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, family.